The Duke and Duchess of Sussex attended the David Foster Foundation's 40th anniversary celebration on August 7, 2026, and what was supposed to be another glamorous celebrity-filled evening quickly became a talking point after footage emerged showing Harry and Meghan interacting with a group of bagpipers and drummers. Meghan Markle later shared the behind-the-scenes footage on Instagram, and almost immediately viewers began asking the same question: was Prince Harry drunk? Some viewers went even further, questioning whether the Duke appeared intoxicated during the event. The footage has people looking closely at Harry's speech, his movements, his facial expressions, and the way he appeared to follow Meghan through the encounter. There was something about the moment that simply didn't look normal. Harry appeared unusually loose and unsteady, while his words sounded heavy and at times difficult to follow. His speech appeared jumbled. His movements appeared less coordinated, and as Meghan moved through the area, Harry followed alongside her, creating an image that quickly caught the attention of viewers. This wasn't some private moment hidden away from the public. It was captured during a major charity event attended by celebrities, musicians, and influential figures. And then Meghan posted it herself. That decision has made the footage even more interesting. The couple were attending the David Foster Foundation's 40th anniversary celebration, a major fundraising event connected to David Foster's charity work, supporting families of children undergoing organ transplants. It was supposed to be an evening of music, celebrities, glamour, and philanthropy. Instead, the conversation surrounding Harry has become much louder. The bagpipe encounter itself was supposed to be a fun moment. Meghan appeared delighted when she and Harry encountered the musicians. She reportedly told the performers that her husband loves bagpipes. Harry then appeared excited by the sight and jokingly asked where his bagpipes were. On the surface, it looked like a lighthearted moment, but Harry's presentation is what caught attention. The Duke of Sussex did not appear as sharp and controlled as viewers are accustomed to seeing him at formal events. His speech appeared slow and heavy. His words seemed difficult to get out clearly, and his body language raised even more questions. The footage has since spread across social media, with people replaying the moment and asking what was happening behind the scenes. Was Harry simply enjoying the evening, or had the celebrations gone too far? That is the question now hanging over the appearance, and Meghan's role in the footage has also attracted attention. She appeared to be the more composed figure as the two moved together. Harry followed her as they walked through the area where the musicians were performing. At certain moments, it almost looked as though Meghan was leading the interaction while Harry struggled to keep up with the energy around him. That visual alone has given critics plenty to talk about. Harry and Meghan have spent years carefully managing their public image. Every appearance matters, every photograph matters, every video matters, every word matters. That is especially true when the couple are attending high-profile events where cameras are everywhere. So when footage appears to show Harry behaving in a noticeably different way, people are naturally going to notice. And this is exactly what has happened. The Duke looked relaxed, perhaps too relaxed for some viewers. His eyes, speech, and movements became the subject of intense discussion. People weren't watching the celebrities around him. They weren't focusing on the decorations. They weren't even focusing on the famous musicians. They were watching Harry, and the reaction was immediate. What happened to Prince Harry? That question has become the headline. The timing is also interesting because Meghan has increasingly used social media to give followers glimpses into her life. Instead of waiting for photographers to capture the couple, Meghan now has the ability to decide what moments she wants the public to see. She controls the camera, she controls the footage, she controls what gets posted. So when this particular moment appeared on her Instagram, viewers naturally started examining it. And the result wasn't necessarily the reaction the Sussexes wanted. The footage has created an image of Harry that looks very different from the polished royal figure people remember. This is a man who once stood beside members of the British royal family at major state occasions, a man who served in the military, a man who spent years being trained for public appearances, a man who was expected to remain composed even under enormous pressure. Yet here he appeared loose, animated, and, according to many viewers, unable to speak with his usual clarity. That contrast is striking. It becomes even more striking because Harry has spent so much time criticizing the British press and complaining about the way he has been portrayed. Now, one short piece of footage has given critics another opportunity to scrutinize him, and this time there wasn't a newspaper photographer hiding behind a wall. There wasn't a tabloid journalist secretly recording him. The footage came directly from Meghan's own social media. That makes the entire situation even more fascinating. The Sussexes wanted to show viewers a personal behind-the-scenes moment. Instead, the internet began dissecting Harry's behavior. The bagpipes themselves were also significant. Harry has a well-known connection to Scottish and British traditions, and the sound of bagpipes carries strong associations with the royal family. For someone raised inside the monarchy, hearing bagpipes at a major event could easily bring back memories. But Harry's reaction seemed particularly enthusiastic. He appeared delighted by the musicians and became involved in the moment. Meghan seemed equally happy to show the interaction. But then came the speech, and that is where the footage became uncomfortable. Harry's words appeared heavy. His delivery seemed less fluent. His body language appeared loose. His walking appeared less steady than usual. And when all those things are put together, it isn't difficult to understand why viewers started wondering whether alcohol had been involved. The phrase spreading across social media was simple: Harry looked drunk. Some viewers even claimed he looked high. That is an accusation that has now become part of the online discussion surrounding the footage. But the most obvious thing is the appearance of Harry in the video itself. Something looked off. Something looked different. And people noticed. Meghan, meanwhile, appeared to continue enjoying the evening. The Duchess looked comfortable as she moved through the event with her husband. The couple were dressed for the occasion, surrounded by wealthy guests, musicians, and celebrities. It was exactly the kind of environment where Harry and Meghan seem increasingly comfortable, away from royal protocol, away from Buckingham Palace, away from the strict rules of official royal appearances. This was Harry and Meghan in their preferred environment. Hollywood-style celebrity events, private cameras, celebrity friendships, social media content, and moments designed to look spontaneous. But the irony is that the more relaxed the couple become in front of cameras, the more opportunities they create for viewers to see things they might not normally see. A perfectly posed photograph can hide almost everything. A video cannot. A video captures movement. It captures speech. It captures reactions. It captures those little moments between the smiles. And that is precisely why this footage has become so interesting. Harry's appearance has now become the story, not the charity, not the musicians, not the celebrities. The Duke of Sussex looked different. He sounded different. He moved differently. And people want to know why. For a couple who have spent years trying to control their narrative, this is another reminder that once a video reaches the public, the audience gets to make its own judgment. And the judgment this time has not been particularly kind. The Sussexes may have intended to show a fun evening. Instead, viewers saw Harry, who appeared unusually loose and, to some, visibly intoxicated. The question of whether he had been drinking heavily is now circulating. The question of whether anything else was involved has also been raised online, and Meghan's decision to publish the footage has only intensified the discussion, because if this was supposed to make Harry look charming, relaxed, and fun, it may have achieved something very different. It has made people stare. It has made people replay the footage. It has made people ask questions. And it has given Harry's critics another reason to question the image the Sussexes are presenting to the world. There is something almost surreal about watching a former senior royal apparently struggling to get his words out while standing beside a group of bagpipers and drummers. This isn't a nightclub. This isn't a private party. This is a high-profile charity gala. There are cameras. There are famous guests. There are members of the public watching. And there is Harry, appearing unusually unsteady while Meghan remains beside him. That is why the footage has exploded into conversation. The question isn't whether Harry is allowed to drink. Of course he is an adult. The question is whether he looked fit and composed enough for the public appearance he was making. And according to many viewers, the answer was no. The footage has created an image that will be difficult for the Sussexes to completely control. Harry looked extremely relaxed. His speech sounded heavy. His movements appeared unsteady. Meghan appeared to guide the moment. And the internet did what the internet always does. It noticed, it replayed, it questioned. And now the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are once again facing headlines they probably didn't expect when Meghan pressed the upload button. What was supposed to be a cheerful behind-the-scenes moment involving bagpipes has turned into another Sussex controversy. And the biggest question remains hanging over the entire appearance. Was Prince Harry simply having a good time, or had he clearly had too much to drink? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. That footage has people talking. And once again, Harry and Meghan have managed to turn what should have been a quiet celebrity charity appearance into a headline-making spectacle